A man accused of killing and dismembering his girlfriend faced a judge today.
A former Frankfurt caregiver for adults with disabilities is charged with sexual abuse.
We're into the 50s now, but I'm tracking the possibility of a light accumulating snowfall that is just ahead.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting a beautiful sunny day out there with mild temperatures this afternoon across the bluegrass.
But we have some changes in the forecast that will have us waking up to a little bit of snow tomorrow. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. How about it, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit being the key phrase there, but you know what? We're in the 50s now, so the fact that we're talking about a light accumulating snowfall certainly signifies an impressive temperature drop that is on the way. Winter weather advisory is out for the counties that are shaded in blue. Now, if you live in some of the counties that are not shaded in blue, you know what? This is one of those events to where everybody should get an inch or less of snow. It doesn't matter if you have the advisory or if you don't have the advisory. Local impacts on roads will be very similar across the entire area. Mainly just some slick spots developing later tonight, tomorrow morning. Live First Alert Defender, nothing is out there now, though we broaden out our view, throw everything in motion, and watch how quickly that band of snow is working in from northwest to southeast. So our cold front slams through here in a couple of hours. Gusty band of snow that is behind the front will then drop in less than an inch for many of us across central and eastern Kentucky, coating to an inch as teens show up by tomorrow morning. And look at that quick temperature drop. 51 in Lexington, 32 Indianapolis, where it has just started to snow, 22 Springfield. The teens are showing up just behind that. All of that is quickly dropping toward the south and southeast and will be in here as we go into later tonight and early tomorrow morning. So a fast-moving snowmaker, to say the least. Light accumulations, guys, will be the primary threat as we track crashing temperatures and gusty winds with the hour-by-hour forecast. When I come back in about 10 minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. A Lexington man charged with the murder of a woman whose remains were found in the Kentucky River pled not guilty during an arraignment today.
Paris Charles is charged with murder and abuse of a corpse for the death of his girlfriend, Goldia Massey. Her remains were later found in 2 Kentucky counties. Sam Smith has more on what happened in court today. It's our top story at 4:30.
Paris Charles didn't have much to say today in court, only answering the judge's questions before an attorney entered a not guilty plea. He appeared via video conferencing for his arraignment this afternoon. Yesterday, police searched his Chatsworth Drive home and arrested him there too. He's charged with murder and abuse of a corpse. It's unclear why investigators tied Charles to this case. He's accused of killing his girlfriend Goldie Massey in late September. His arrest citation indicates that murder might have happened in his home. Massey was reported missing on October 1st. Her remains were found in Henry and Jessamine counties 3 weeks later. In today's video arraignment, he told the judge he could not afford an attorney because he does not have a source of income, so an attorney was appointed for him. I talked with some of Charles's neighbors today. They say he kept to himself, and they've never had any serious crimes happen there, and they feel for Massey's family.
My heart goes out to her family. That's a hard pill to swallow, and now they have to bury her.
Charles will be back in court on February 12th. In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
And Charles remains in jail with no bond. A former caregiver accused of sexually abusing intellectually disabled adults faced a judge this morning.
23-year-old Damon Heath is charged with sexual abuse, sodomy, and knowingly abusing a vulnerable adult. The Attorney General's office says Heath had sexual contact with 2 victims multiple times while working for Community Choices Unlimited in Frankfurt. WKYT's Mark Barber has more on what's next in the case.
Investigators say for nearly 2 years, Damon Heath sexually abused 2 adults with intellectual disabilities while he was their caregiver. According to an arrest warrant, the 23-year-old admitted to investigators that from April 2013 through January 2015, he abused the adults multiple times in various locations. Attorney General Jack Conway says after the Medicaid Fraud and Abuse Control Unit received a complaint alleging abuse, investigators moved quickly, arresting Heath yesterday afternoon at his home on Murray Street. He's charged with 5 counts of third-degree sodomy, 4 counts of first-degree sexual abuse, and 2 counts of knowing abuse of a vulnerable adult. According to court documents, the victims are defined as vulnerable adults because they are unable to consent due to their intellectual disabilities. Heath is a former caregiver at Community Choices Unlimited, which operates facilities in Frankfort that care for intellectually disabled adults. The 23-year-old didn't say much during his arraignment this morning. He entered a not guilty plea and then asked for a court-appointed attorney.
If the income that's reported on the affidavit is correct, he does not qualify for public defender.
His request for a public defender was denied because the judge says his reported income was too high. Heath is being held in the Frankfort County Regional Jail on a $50,000 bond. In Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Heath will be back in court for a preliminary hearing on February 10th, while Community Choices Unlimited isn't saying anything about their hiring process, how many people Heath worked with, or how long he worked for them. They are saying they are shocked and saddened and are cooperating with investigators. An Eastern Kentucky woman is in jail after police say a man died in her mobile home while at a Super Bowl party. Pierre Thompson faces neglect and other charges. Police say Thompson, her son, and 57-year-old Johnny Reed were partying on Sunday when Reed overdosed on drugs. Investigators say Thompson did not notice anything was wrong until it was too late. Police say they found a large number of empty pill bottles at that home.
A Central Kentucky woman has lost just about everything she owns after an overnight fire destroyed her apartment. The fire broke out just before 5 this morning in a garage on Catalpa Loop Road in Richmond. The woman who lived in an apartment above that garage says she was able to get out safely and run to the main home to get help. She says all of her belongings were destroyed in the fire. It's not clear how it started. An inmate is back in jail this afternoon, only an hour after he escaped. Robert O'Hare walked out of the Clark County Detention Center just after 3 this morning. He was arrested about 4:30, just a few blocks away. O'Hare was in jail on charges including theft by deception and resisting arrest. Police say he may have received some bad news moments before he decided to escape. They may be known for lights under Louisville and their underground zip lines, but the Louisville Mega Caverns, which is really something to see, is preparing to introduce its next attraction.
Yeah, the Mega Underground Bike Park opens this month. Dylan Levin has a sneak peek.
It's a biker's paradise in an unlikely place, an old Kentucky mine. This subterranean course will be the nation's largest indoor bike park when it opens in February. Some lucky riders are getting a sneak peek.
There's nothing like it, coming down here with a group of friends and just riding these jumps for, several hours. It's going to be a great time.
Like other indoor parks, the trails can be ridden in the cold of winter. But this park has something the others don't. Miles and miles of real dirt.
The dirt is a lot smoother for the steeper jumps, which we really like. And then having the cross-country trails, being able to ride dirt through the winter, it's something we can't typically do here.
This giant space is called the Mega Cavern. It was hollowed out over several decades from limestone mining. Its zip lines and Christmas light shows have made it a top attraction.
Let's go up there and you get to really see some stuff.
Its owner says the 320,000 square foot bike park will have something for every kind of rider.
Put in BMX, mountain biking, hardtail. We'll have 8 or 9 miles of actual course, like a mountain bike course.
Giving thrill seekers and those just looking to take it easy a place to explore under one roof at a constant 58 degrees.
Oh, that's pretty amazing stuff. That was Dylan Levin reporting. The Mega Cavern claims the title of the world's largest indoor bike park. It is 75 feet underground. Check it out.
Well, Suge Knight was rushed to the hospital after facing murder charges.
Suzanne Marquez has that story and more in your Eye on Entertainment.
Suge Knight pleaded not guilty to murder and attempted murder. The former rap mogul is accused in a fatal hit and run in Compton, California. After entering his plea, the 49-year-old was rushed to the hospital complaining of chest pain.
Now I'm 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday.
Rihanna, Paul McCartney, and Kanye West will be on stage together at the Grammy Awards this weekend. The trio is set to perform their new single, 4 or 5 Seconds, for the first time.
5 seconds from wildin'.
With the Grammys just 4 days away, one of the legends of the music industry was given a special honor. Nile Rodgers received a tribute from the producers and engineers wing of the Recording Academy for his work as musician, songwriter, and producer.
I'm not a really good award guy. I never expected.
Rodgers has produced for some of the world's biggest hit makers, including Madonna and Diana Ross. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
It seems so unfair to be teased this way with today's 50-degree temperatures and then know what's coming in the morning.
Tease is a good word, Amber. I mean, Chris, why can't we have just a few more weeks of this?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a while to get a lot of this on a consistent basis. We'll warm it up to start out the upcoming weekend. It's just getting there. Got a big temperature drop and some snow to go through. Beautiful sky that is out there right now. Take a look at that. It basically is showing the change as it is taking place. We've had the sunshine giving way now to the increase in clouds. High ice crystal clouds. Still, though, it's 51 degrees. Humidity is fairly dry at 36%. So initially, that band of snow is going to have to try to fight that. That'll eat some of that away with a chance for some light accumulating snows tonight into parts of central and eastern Kentucky. Winter weather advisory is out for the bluegrass region into southeastern Kentucky. A very light snow. I think a lot of areas come up under 1 inch for this. Some of us may not pick up much more than a coating. We'll track it all into town a little later on. That will add to slick spots later tonight, tomorrow morning. No problems right now on the roads from Mother Nature. Let's see if we have any other issues with Officer Don.
I had a couple. One is inbound Versailles Road at Alexandria. No one's hurt in that wreck, but it does have one lane of inbound Versailles Road blocked. Just cleared the trouble that we were looking at Man of War and Nicholasville Road. All lanes are open through the intersection now. And Newtown Pike back open just past Citation. Now back to you in the studio.
To become a WKYT Live driver and download the Waze app, go to WKYT.com. Under the News tab, click on Traffic for more information. Valentine's Day cheese, a burger burglary, and a 1 in a million golf shot. It is the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Love is in the air with Valentine's Day right around the corner, and it might be a little cheesy, but we have a new gift idea to give to your sweetheart. How about some pink-colored cheese curds? These pink and white delights hail from where else but Wisconsin. But don't worry, they taste just like a regular cheese curd. They're just pink, and stores in the area just can't keep them on the shelves.
Yesterday, I was at a few gas stations and liquor stores in the greater Green Bay area. The curds were being purchased before I could even get them out of the box.
Now, according to the manager, the pink and white curds are on a trial run, but if they do well, cheesemakers are already in the lab working on color combinations for other holidays and sporting events. If they're anything like cottage cheese, I'm not going anywhere close to it.
Okay.
Sorry.
An Oregon woman finds herself behind bars after she cooked up some trouble Tuesday morning. Police say this is the woman who climbed through a drive-through window at a fast food restaurant looking to cook herself up a spicy bean burger. They claim the woman put on a uniform and plastic gloves while playing chef, but the fun in the kitchen quickly stopped when an employee showed up for work, spotted her, and called police. The veggie burger burglar was arrested for second-degree burglary.
She was hungry. Take a look at this $1 in a million golf shot. Here it comes. Pro golfer Jason Day was challenged to hit a piece of foam while shooting an Adidas commercial. He did one better. He hit the drone that was carrying it. Now that is an accurate golf shot. It's one thing to hit a hole-in-one, but then he hits the drone. It looks like the drone didn't last very long.
That's cool. I really like Jason Day. Great golfer there. Yeah,
good.
absolutely. All right, on that note, stick with us. Here's what's coming your way now at 5 o'clock.